9 out there for you, Dale. KG6USS. Heavy Bozo 831. Kilo Golf 6 Uniform Sierra Sierra looking for checking seconds for the semi-night Bozo Net. Seconds now, please, and numbers. First, if you're not a Bozo, we'll get you a number. There it is. Thanks for checking in. Any other check-ins? This is Bozo 831. KG6USS High Desert. Looking for check-ins, check-ins. We've got somebody way out in the ether out there. I'm not able to pull them in. Anybody copy them? Stand by on that one. This is KG6USS. Bozo 831. High Desert looking for check-ins, check-ins. Bozo number first, please. If you're not a Bozo and you'd like to be one, then we can make you a Bozo just like us and get you a number. You can check in just like we do on Wednesdays and Sunday night shows. KG6USS Bozo 831. Check-ins, check-ins. 11:14, got you. How you doing tonight? Chickens are always sometimes the best ones, right? Roger that. All right, KG6JR, Matt, thank you for checking in. Appreciate it. We got that one. This is Bozo 831, KG6USS High Desert. Look for check-ins, check-ins. Bozo number first, please. All right. Well, I'm going to turn it back to the net control. KN6SHI, KG6USS, back to you. Got 909 up here in the Third Valley. At the edge, KI684. And Matt, 1114, KA6JAL. Roger, Roger.
K6USY Delta Mike 06.
K6 Mike Italy Delta Mike 06.
Hey John, just waiting for our fearless whistle.
That's okay. I never did. I went out in the garage and looked at all the gear, but never turned it on. So there's always next time.
No worries. Ended up being pretty busy today, so getting a bunch of stuff done. So, oh well. But yeah, next time you got time to play on 10 gig, I'm game.
All right, we will get to it. And there's a hidden transmitter hunt I just found out September 14th, Saturday at 10 in the morning.
Ah, okay. Well, something to put in skip.
Right, that's the VHF weekend too.
Yep. Well, hey, at least we're not doing the picnic that weekend.
Right, the 28th for that, right?
That is correct. And for the most part, we probably can just copy the timing info from last year. But, That's what I would. I'll make the executive decision to just say the same time as last year, just on a different date.
Yep. Okay. Got it.
Okay, good evening, guys.
Yeah, good evening, Mike. K6USY 1079 and Bozo 1100 is putting kids to bed.
Okay. Brittany's busy with the bedroom detail, huh? Okay. And I hear you in there, John. Good evening. K6 Mexico, Italy. Good evening.
Good evening. All's well. Didn't make any contacts in the 10 gig and up contest, but I thought about it this weekend.
Oh, you didn't make any contact, but you thought about them. You dreamed about it, huh?
Yeah. I did hear a couple of guys on 2 that were going up and down I-5 trying to talk to Fraser.
Hey, Dale, I'm starting to hear the guys coming in from the Central Valley that I just heard in. $971. I'll give a follow up. This is Charlie Echo Bob.
Hello to the guys up on the hill, K6USY.
Okay, who's on the hill?
Why, good evening, Aaron. How are you?
Well, we're not melting down here. It's actually pretty nice today.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. It was really, actually quite pleasant.
Yeah, good evening, Dave. We got you. 971 K6VBG up there in Course Gold. Yeah, it's finally cool enough to stay in the shack for more than 30 seconds, huh?
Yeah, exactly. It was actually pretty darn nice today. You know, I got a few things done, moving around a little bit. Yeah, much better.
Yeah, it's going to be up and down this next week. A few hotter days, a few cooler days, but it's up and down.
Hey, I'm ready for winter, man. Come on.
Bozo Net. Anybody want to check in? Bozo numbers first, please. If you're not a Bozo,
W6BBS 72.
just like that.
Thank you, Frank.
Good evening,
Frank. I got some scheduling info for you.
Okay.
Check-in for the Sunday night Bozo Net. Bozo 831, KG, QSS, looking for check-in. Bozo number first, please.
Okay, I'm having QRM trouble from the guys down south. I'm trying to cop in the CW station. I think it's Richard. 249, is that you, Richard? 249, Richard, is that you? Give me a Roger, over.
I'm starting to hear the guys on the Central Coast there. Hear the second mic. Hard not to hear him.
Yeah, I'll check in with you guys. Bozo 247, Bozo 47, Northern California Bozo Net, K6MYC 47.
Good evening, Mike, and everybody else out there on the radio land. N6SWR is present, Bozo 247.
Okay, good evening, Ben. Guys in LA are talking to me, but we'll let that go for a little bit.
Roger, well, it's warm here as usual, but not as bad as it has been, so all's good down here, and, you know, maybe by the end of September it'll be below 90 every day.
Don't count on it.
Yeah, you're right.
Must be a something that sounds real quiet.
Anyway, good evening to you. I don't know, Rob, are you in here, KM6SRR?
Roger, just letting all the traffic go. KM6SRR, Bozo 432. And good evening to Daryl and Dave and John and Aaron and Frank and Ben. KM6SR standing by.
You're loud and
Thanks
clear
for the
again
wave,
tonight. M6SWR, sit back and listen.
Okay, let me just check. Daryl, KG6 Charlie Echo Fox, I did not have you been in here?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, it's busy night here at the beginning, always is. Okay, 982, you might come in again with your call sign and your number now that you're in the clear. Go ahead, Daryl.
Kilo Golf 6, Charlie, Echo Fox, number 982. Good evening.
Okay, very good. You're very weak tonight, I'm not sure, but that's maybe because I'm pointed south, but normally you're stronger for me. No worries, we got you, Daryl, and I imagine it's like Dave said, quite a bit cooler on the hill this weekend, huh?
Yeah, it's been a lot nicer. You know what, the antenna might be pointing the wrong way, Mike. I've been looking for it, can't get it. That's the problem.
Yeah, you're being covered up by LA.
Whiskey 6, Papa Mike Delta.
W6 PMD 58. 58, good evening, Pat. K6MYC, Bozo 47.
I think you're 57 still.
Yeah, 47, 47, 47, Pat.
Well, I tried to bring you up 10 numbers. Sounded good there tonight.
Pat, W6PMD, this is Kilo Mike 6, Sierra Romeo, Bozo 432, over.
432, sounded good tonight. Conditions seem pretty decent. Arizona's popping in here nice and live too. Good to hear you. W6PMD, Bozo 58.
Roger, Pat, thanks for checking me in there. Go ahead, Mike.
All right, very good.
Dale, I got to take a stand by.
I don't know if that is anything or not, Mike. Hello.
I missed that. Who was that?
It was, Charlie Echo Fox. I moved the antenna a little. I don't know if it did anything or not.
Yeah, that's much better now. You're now covering stronger than the LA stations. Thank you, Daryl.
It just wasn't pointed due south. It had drifted a little bit. All that's going to change here real soon. We're going to have a lot bigger antenna and a rotor. So, yeah.
Yeah, all that's going to make it a lot better for you. You'll enjoy the net more, too, when you can rotate and hear more people. From where you are up there, you should be able to hear the LA guys quite regularly there.
I hope so. I only hear them once in a while the way it is.
You what?
I hear them once in a while.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it, but you'll hear them very regularly with your bigger antenna up there. All right, let me just check and see if Rick is here. KB6RQU, KB6 Radio Queen United. Are you here tonight, Rick? Over. Okay, no Bozo 61 yet. All right, that's the, who else do we have in here in the San Joaquin Valley? Anybody in Fresno and Clovis?
86W, 1146.
Okay, there you go, 1146. Good evening, Larry. See, I'm getting better, I remembered.
Thank you, Mike.
Yeah, okay. 1146, he's the one you wrote in, 86 Whiskey. Last one in the list. All right, how are you doing down there? I imagine it was just as cool there as it was here, over.
Are you talking to me?
Yes, I was. I should have announced it. 86 Whiskey, K6MYC. Go ahead, Larry.
Okay, 86W. Yeah, it was an absolutely beautiful day here. The backyard was actually nice all day in the shade.
Yeah, was not the truth. It was out there in the morning. I went out and I had short pants on this morning, which I've been wearing for the last couple of weeks because I'm not doing heavy enough work outside to need the long pants. So I got out there on the patio and sat there and actually got, well, it wasn't cold, but I felt like it would have been better if I'd had long pants on, over.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, we had an anniversary party, and a bunch of people from the coast was over here, and they were soaking up the heat. They were too cold at home.
Oh, yeah, I imagine so. Yeah, the coast is always winter time over there at this time of year. All right, good to hear you. Thanks again for your very regular check-in, and also on 432, as I recall, right?
Yes, I have 432 and 222 to come.
Okay, 222 will look for you tomorrow night. That's going to be a difficult one for me to remember. I'll do my best. Maybe I can get some helpers here. But you're the only one that's south of me with 222 now, so I'm going to have to remember to turn down south. So if you can be here very close to 7:30, that would help. Over.
Yeah, I won't be on 222 in the next 3 or 4 weeks. I still have my transverter on the workbench, but it is coming.
Oh, okay. Well, then we won't worry about it. So you'll have to remind me on the other nets as you get closer and when you're ready to go on 220. Otherwise, I'm liable to forget you on 222 there. Thanks, Larry. Good evening to you. Enjoy the rest of the very exciting week coming up. I'm not excited about it other than the fact that it's going to make a lot of news. It's going to be certainly grabbing all the attention of everybody, the DNC thing, and all the riots in Chicago and all the rest of the crap. Over.
Oh, yeah. 86W.
All righty.
Oh, if they burn the whole thing down.
Well, you wouldn't break my heart. They could burn Chicago down, or at least the people that are making all the trouble in Chicago. I would wish they would go away or have some kind of retribution. Anyway, that's free speech, such as it is by the latest definition. Burn and kill and maim and turn cars over and burn flags and all the rest of that. Okay for free speech. You're missing the point. All right. Anybody in the San Joaquin Valley, please, so we can clean it out and then get on our way around the compass here. Kilowatt 6 Mike, Yankee Charlie, K6MYC, Central California Bozo Net, looking south but taking anybody. Over. Okay, no KC5DTU, no WA6AAJ, no AA6S, WA6OIB still on vacation. How about KK6ZKE? How about you, Terry? No Terry either, even though it's cool in the garage. Well, I guess we'll go over to Atascadero and see what we get. Okay, I heard it, but I didn't get it. Did anybody else copy that? Have him go again, Rob.
Yeah, the station calling. Go ahead again. I heard a 5 and an 8. Over.
Might have been Pat. Are you hearing it now, Rob?
No, not anymore. I was going to Atascadero when it came in, so I wasn't sure exactly where it was coming from. Over.
Yeah, same here. I was as well. Okay. We'll keep an ear out. How about W6QUI in Atascadero? Are you here tonight, Ron?
Yeah, I'm here, Mike. Good evening to you and the net. W6QUI 1055. Over.
Okay, very good, Ron. You're a little light. Judy did not hear your Bozo number well, so I had to give it to her, so you might want to say it very clearly. Sometimes it's a little...
a lot of static.
Yeah, a little static in here. You're a little weak. Anyway, I wonder if anybody else is there with you this evening, and I imagine it was quite cold there in Atascadero today. W6QUI and the Bozo Net, K6MYC.
No, not real cool. 72 here. Probably cooler than you are over there, but I don't know. Is anybody else on here? Are you around, Eric? Or Bill? I guess it's the Lone Ranger again. Yeah, I'm working on Eric to get his 2-meter beam back up, but he's working on some other things right now, so I guess that's still in the mail. Over.
Yeah, understand. Well, we'll get him when we get him. Anybody else want to say to Ron, say hello to Ron there? How about you, Rob?
For sure. How you doing, Ron? W6QUI. This is Kilo Mike 6, Sierra Romeo Romeo. Good evening.
WB6. Yeah, good evening. Signal as usual here. So, glad to hear you on. Yeah, I'm copying most of the guys over there when they check in. But, probably all don't hear me because I suspect they're not pointed this way. Anyway. Anybody else?
K6USY.
Ah, very good. Good evening, Aaron. Nice signal. You're really loud here tonight, so I don't know if you're pointed this way or hi, but you always seem to be super loud over here.
Yeah, this is just 100 watts in a whole loop. I can't aim anything, so well. I do have a directional antenna on 1296, but it's pointed directly at Mike's house. But yeah, just there's not much between you and me. I'm just here in West Fresno, about 300-foot elevation, and 2-meter hole loop up on the roof. But yeah, no, you're sounding good over here, S9, and good to hear you in there. K6USY Delta Mike 06.
Oh, very good, Aaron. Yeah. I'm only running 100 watts too, so
we hear you, Dane. Stand by.
We do have 2 stack beams, which helps a little bit. Here, S9 here also. Good to hear you.
Go ahead, Aaron. Finish up.
Yep, no worries, Ron, and we will catch you later. W6QUI K6USY Fresno.
Okay, very good, Aaron. Good evening. Just that's it here, Mike. No locals. I'm working on them, but I don't seem to be getting anywhere.
Well, maybe it'll clear up when school has started and everybody gets back to the normal routine here. We're just a couple of weeks away from that, I think. Are you going to be on Tuesday?
Roger, I do plan to.
Okay, very good. Well, we'll look for you then. Thanks much. And see you then if I can hear you, but if not, somebody will, I'm sure. W6QUI, Atascadero, K6MYC. Now, up to you, Dane. Number 107, WB6JNP. WB6JNP 107. Go ahead. Now, Dane was up at Shaver Lake, but he's probably busy making stuff burn on the barbecue there.
You got it.
Okay. Got you checked in, Dane. Good to hear you. I heard you there, but there was quite a bit of other chatter on there.
I kind of figured there was. I figured I'd get a call in and then retire to the other 32-foot of the trailer. And my wife goes, "Oh, they're calling you."
Well, I didn't call you, but I called for anybody. All righty, very good. Have fun up there. I guess you got another week up there, right?
2 weeks, I think.
Oh, don't even know. Well, that's a good way to take a vacation. You don't know when it started and you don't know when it ended. You know where you are?
Fortunately, Peggy reminded me it's only 10 days.
Okay. All righty. Anybody else before we slide on up to Monterey? Nothing heard. K6MYC going to WA6LIE in a minute. Okay, coming up toward Monterey. WA6LIE, WA6 London, India Echo. Hope you're in there tonight in the cold weather over there on the winter time in Monterey. K6MYC, go ahead, Scott. Oh boy, no Scott tonight. Oh, there he is.
Good evening, Mike. I'll copy. WA6LIE.
We got you. You're a little off frequency, a little bit low pitched, just a little low pitched. You got me high pitched, so you want to bring my pitch down, and that should put you right on the frequency. Little floater, but we'll see if we can peak the signal here. Take in transmission and give us your Bozo number. WA6LIE K6MYC.
Well, okay, Mike, hopefully this is a little bit better. K6MYC. The wind speed out to 6.
I think you went too far, Mike.
Okay, I got you, but I'm having trouble with my controller here. I'm reading the wrong numbers here. This should be better. That should be a little better there, Scott. 271. Yeah, 271. That should be pretty close. So how was your weekend? And I guess nothing on 6 meters, and I'm hearing nothing, no activity. Did you hear anything there, over?
No activity. It's been perfectly dead, so no good 6-meter activity other than that. Good weekend, not too hot, mid-70s, so can't complain about that, but yeah. Hopefully 6 meters will pick up a little bit here. Well, we know on the fall time, but yeah, just 10 volts right now, Mike, over.
Okay, very good. All righty. We got you better that time. And okay, on nothing going on 6. Yeah, I would think it's pretty late for 6. We might get a little bump sometimes in the September contest. We get a little opening, but it's rare. All right, thanks for checking in. Of course, we'll look for you tomorrow night on 6 meters there, Scott. From the home QTH, WA6LIE K6MYC, over.
Okay, roger that, Mike. All right, thank you. 73. Have a good evening. Talk to you tomorrow. WA6LIE.
Okay.
Bozo 884, WD6GGY.
I'm going to go up and get KW6S. How are you there, Tom? KW6S, K6MYC.
K6MYC, KW6S, Bozo 610. Yeah, I'm here, and we got up to 80 degrees here today.
Whoa, summertime in Santa Cruz, huh?
Oh yeah, it has us hunting for the shade.
Oh boy, I bet it did. 80 degrees, my goodness, it was almost comfortable.
Yeah, I think we got up to like 83, 84, something like that, but we expect that here for a couple of days once in a while.
Yeah, now when it's cold over here, that's warm over on your side. I guess that's the way it works. We were about 91 to 93 or something. It wasn't you never got much over 90, I don't think, here, by the feel of it. Anyway, I forced myself. I did go in the pool, over.
Yeah, okay, well, we don't have air conditioning or a pool, so we just have to get out on the deck and have a glass of wine.
Judy says, yeah, that's right. She's agreeing with you. Okay, anybody else want to say hello to Tom over there, K6MYC?
How you doing, Tom? KW6S, this is KM6SRR. You're sounding good over here, and yay for the wine, over.
KM6SRR, KW6S. Good evening, Rob. Wine just kind of takes those rough edges off, and sometimes when you are realizing you have them.
When I take those rough edges off, there's nothing left of me. Okay. Hey, Rob, I got a piece of information for you. Your friend there, Frank, I was commenting on getting rid of some pieces of wood that I had here. These pieces of wood, if they're unwrapped and put back together, form a very exquisite antique sideboard but it's been all disassembled. It was wrapped up somewhere in the 80s in newspaper in a big mansion down in San Diego area. And it's been that way ever since. It's been stored here for many years. We were going to put it together, but it's got some pretty exquisite wood carvings on it and so on. I understand that you have a bunch of that stuff in your garage, and I don't know whether you want this isn't a project you have to work on right away, because from my standpoint, it's been waiting since the 80s, and I haven't gotten to it yet. But I don't want to throw it away. It's too good to throw away. Would you like it? Over.
Well, it sounds interesting, Mike. I don't have much place to put it right now either, so that works good that you're willing to keep it for a while. I got to be careful I don't get the YL kind of ticked off at me, but sounds interesting. Thanks.
Well, I don't have any room for it. That's why I'm trying to get rid of it. It's on a rolly cart that I want to use. I can store it, but it's in danger of losing pieces and stuff. It's not very well packaged. It's just on a cart all together. It weighs, I would say, 60 pounds of wood. It can fit into a space that's 2 feet wide and 3 feet long. Over.
Okay, I'll have to come over and take a look at it. Check it out.
All right. Yeah, you're welcome to do that. To get it in the hands of somebody that can use it, and if you can't do it, if you don't want to mess with it, maybe we'll find somebody else that we can give it to, but I'll never get to it. I can't do it anymore anyway, and nobody in my family is in the woodworking mode, so to speak. Or Carolyn might want it. Well, that's okay. We can have a shot at that too. But she's got her plate full right now, doesn't she? Everybody's got their plates full, Rob. All right, let's see who else. Let me move up a little further into the Bay Area. Good evening to you, Tom, and we'll see you, of course, tomorrow night on 222. KW6S in the group, K6MYC. Go ahead, Tom, for your final. Oh, we want to take a standby and see if Lee is in here, for heaven's sakes. Alpha Foxtrot 6 United, Lee. He's been missing quite a bit. I'm going to begin to forget him if he doesn't get his butt back in here, Tom.
Well, I told him if he doesn't show up, we talk about him, but then he goes in on the live stream to see if I'm telling the truth or not.
Well, we can surely come up with some lies or something, I'm sure, here.
Yeah, he's been, let's see, he missed last Monday's Monday Night Net as well. So on our local 10-meter net, and I'll stir him up a little if he checks in tomorrow night, and see what we can get him back here within the fold. Anyway, I'll let you get on up into the Bay Area, and I'll catch you tomorrow night on two bands, K6MYC, KW6S.
Okay, very good, Tom. Very good evening to you. And I could say something about lies and stuff, and that we're learning a lot on how to do that. I'm not very good at lying, but we're learning a lot from the Democratic side of the aisle here on how to lie. And I can say one thing today, and I can say the exact opposite 2 days from now, and isn't that called lying, or is that just politics?
Oh, that's just being a politician.
Oh, God. God forbid.
Yeah, well, their mouths are moving.
Pay no attention what's coming out the pipe.
WB6GGY, Bozo 884.
Okay, thank you, Phil. Take a transmission, and we'll see if we can peek you, but you're good copy right now, pointing toward the Bay Area. Go ahead.
Yeah, you got a great signal in. I just saw it. Sorry we missed you this morning and yesterday morning, but had a club meeting Saturday morning, ham club breakfast, and this morning Barbara was asked to sing at church, so that's where we were. WB6GGY, thank you there, Mike, for the check-in. And a very good evening to you and Judy there. WB6GGY.
Okay. Okay, well, we'll try to see you in the morning. I'm going to blame Judy. She's kept me up too late last night talking, and we just overslept both days. Didn't wake up this morning till a little bit after 9. Well, it was 8:30 this morning when we finally woke up, wasn't it? Yesterday it was 9 o'clock, so we've really been sacking in. It's been cool. I think we're sleeping better and harder and longer, Phil, so I just overslept both days.
Well, that's okay then, because I wasn't there either, so very good. Well, you and Judy have a good evening, and we will talk to you later. 7-3 WB6GGY.
Yeah, well, maybe we'll catch you in the morning. Worst case, we'll catch you on 6 meters tomorrow night there. Is Greg back at home?
Not to my knowledge. Go ahead.
Okay, very good. I was going to pass on just a little brief information about a memorial for my friend up there in Pine Grove. They had a very good memorial with the family only, but it went off very well, and it was quite inspiring. It was nice to see all of that side of the family get together. Some of the folks hadn't seen each other for several years, so it worked out very well. I just thought I'd pass it on to Greg that the memorial did come off, but it was family-wide only because of, and he knows the reasons why it was held to a very small size. I think there was, maybe 30 people there?
Oh, no, 18 I believe.
About 18 people only. There are 5 generations of people all related there, so that was interesting. But it did come off very nicely, and everybody was very inspired and very thrilled by the results of the family get-together there for Dick Collier's memorial. All right, you can pass that on to Greg if you catch him before I do. Tell him everything went fine on Memorial last weekend. What day was it, Friday?
Wednesday.
Oh, Wednesday of last week. It was Wednesday last week is when they had it. Okay, 7-3, Phil. We'll see you tomorrow one way or the other. WB6GGY, K6MYC.
Okay, I'll try to get the word to him. 7-3, WB6GGY.
Roger. Okay, I'm pointed. Where am I pointed here? Okay, Bay Area Bozo Net. Let's see if this should get a few others that cannot hear me when I'm pointed down towards Santa Cruz. Kilowatt 6 Mike Yankee Charlie, 2-meter Bozo Net, beaming the Bay Area. Go ahead.
In 5 NPD, 1173, no traffic.
Okay, I got 3 of you there. We did get 773. You're booming through, Ed. Take a short transmission, and we'll pick up the others. Over.
Yeah, nothing going on here. Weather's great and doing fine, so I hope everybody is doing well. Hello to Judy, and talk to you tomorrow. K6NYC, WA6AXX.
Okay, very good. Yeah, it was probably pretty nice weather over there. We were just about 90, maybe a degree or 2 above 90, but for us, that's glorious here. It was a very nice day. All right, let's see. I think I heard N5 NPD. Did I hear you in there, Brett?
Roger, Roger. N5 NPD, 1129.
Okay, take one.
Oh, good evening, Mike and Judy. Yep, not a whole lot going on over here. It's a nicer day, of course, and I spent most of it cleaning out the garage here, so the garage, a.k.a. shack, so it's all clean now and ready for more garbage to collect over.
Yeah, you actually can see the floor. Is it cement or wood?
It's cement, yeah, I can see it now. I blew all the leaves out that like to blow in when they have the garage door open and everything, and put some stuff out in the shed, and yeah, so it's all a fresh, clean slate to add more crap.
We know about that. I got a garage full right now of cardboard boxes. We're storing cardboard boxes because my son should be moving out. As of about 2 years ago, he should have moved out when his house was completed down there in Napomo, but they haven't broken ground yet, so it's taking a little longer. I'm not complaining, but our garage has been a disaster area for quite some time. Over.
I got to laugh there. Should have moved out 2 years ago. Yeah, all right, I feel you. I had when my daughter finally, she was always trying to look for a place to go, and to move out next week. Okay, yeah, cool. And it took about 2 years as well. She's got her own place now, and it's great. So no big deal. She could stay, but it was always kind of funny. She was going to leave and never did. So.
Well, my son's left and come back. This was supposed to be temporary. He bought a piece of property going on 3 years ago now in the Pomo, and we thought that within a few months we'd be able to start building, and maybe by a year from that time when they purchased it, they'd have a house. And that was 2 years ago now, so now it's going on the third year. And it's all because of government regulations and local regulations from San Luis Obispo County, and they got him now, so he's up to about $100,000 in fees. Over.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't want to deal with any permits or any municipality. I kind of got an in where I'm at because I work for the city, but yeah, if I had to deal with that, yeah, I wouldn't want to do it. Over.
Well, I wouldn't have done it either, but he has a happy wife, happy life. You know how that is. And he's going to like it there. It's close to the places where he likes to recreate, out to the sand dunes at Pismo and those areas. Anyway, that's the deal. Thanks for checking in. Good to hear you as always, Brett. 11:56. 11:49.
29.
Yeah, 10:29 now.
11:29.
11:29. I'll get it right yet. All right, 7-3, and I think I heard WB6WNI. Was that you in there, Gary? That wasn't Gary. Who was the other one? Other check-ins in the Bay Area. Go ahead, please.
WB6JNN.
Okay, go ahead, Jim.
Good evening. I just got back from a walk in the park with my daughter. We went up to Allen Rock Park and hiked around until it was getting close to closing time. So I just got back about 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, we did that once or twice, maybe 40 years ago. So it's a nice walk. Good stuff. And I take it did you get any flying in this weekend?
I got a little bit in yesterday. I went out in the lake over here, and then I noticed the rubber band was about to snap, so I stopped.
Yeah, we missed a little bit about the rubber band. Did you fix your broken rubber band?
Well, I'm flying rubber band now, flying at the moment. All of my RC stuff is got jammed up this or that, and some of them can't take apart to fix, unfortunately.
Yeah, okay. Boy, the signal's going up and down. I'm having trouble listening and copying through the Bluetooth. Did you get everything you need, Judy?
No.
She needs to hear your Bozo number, Bob.
I'm trying to remember what it is. Old man, you know.
I know what it is, but I'm not going to tell you.
825 or something, I don't remember.
285, come on.
Okay, 285. I'm dyslexic tonight.
Come on, I'm older than you are. You can't forget that. That's your Bozo number, not mine.
The JC paper guy and my boss were both older, and we used to tease each other. One said, yeah, one foot in the grave, one on a banana peel.
Something like that. All right, we got you. Let's see who else is left in the Bay Area here. Very quiet from the Bay Area this evening. Just you three so far, 3 or 4. QRZ, we're missing a lot of people in the Bay Area. Please come now. Kilowatt 6 Mike Yankee Charlie. Mike Yankee Charlie taking check-ins. Over.
KB6BA 900. Whiskey November India 1090. Almost made a mistake. 1090. Just finished dinner. Back to you, Mike.
We got you. WB6WNI. Hang on just a second, Gary. Who was the other one?
KB6BA 900.
Okay, very good, Oliver. Thank you. Got your 900. We'll catch you in a second. Let me have a transmission from Gary. What's up, Gary?
Oh, good evening, Mike and Nat. Just finished dinner, had a lovely dinner, and we were outside barbecuing, and just as we finished barbecuing, the wind just went howling, so it's getting quite windy here. Temperatures did not get much above 75, so it was actually a nice windy day.
bingo sound good. So I'm going to turn it back to you, Mike, because you've got other people standing by, but it's great getting on. K6MYC WB679.
Okay. Okay, Oliver.
Good evening, this is KB6BA. Just got back from one-day microwave outing yesterday, northeast of Fresno, operated Toll House Road lookout on Highway 168. Worked very well. Pretty hot up there, but much cooler in the Bay Area. K6MYC, KB6BA.
Yeah, and by golly, I had the radio on the frequency there, but I think when I came in, for some reason, Frank changed the frequency because he was listening for his own beacon. And I went in the shack this afternoon, and the frequency was sitting at 144, so I thought I'd left it on 432-100 all day looking for you, but obviously that plan did not work. Anyway, hope you had some fun and worked a few people out there. We did talk to John. I told you might have a chance to work John, K6, Mexico, Italy. And he said he dreamed about working people all the way up through 40 gigahertz, but he never did. Over?
Yeah, well, it's a little bit easier to get on the microwave bands now than it used to be. ICOM has a multi-band rate that a fair number of people in the Bay Area are getting buying, so that's the IC 905 system. So they're awful active today, but I was tired, so I just drove home from Shaver Lake and got a short hike and take it easy. There'll be another microwave weekend in middle of September. KB6BA.
Yeah, did you work anybody?
Yeah, about a page and a quarter of entries in my logbook. Combination of 10 gigahertz, 24, and about 3 or 4 contacts and 47 gigahertz, which is what I was mainly after to check out my new gear for that band. Over.
Oh, very good. Well, that's pretty outstanding to make that many contacts on a very. We didn't get anybody on the sprint night on 6 meters here last week, so. You did pretty good for a one-day outing on the 40 on the microwave bands. Glad you had a good time, but pooped out, huh? Understand. All right. Thanks for the check-in and the report, Oliver. KB6BA for your final K6MYC, and I'll be looking for others in the Bay Area. Go ahead, Oliver.
Yeah, nothing too much to report. I'll be headed to New Mexico on Wednesday. And be back at the end of September, seeing my sister and brother-in-law near Albuquerque. So, looking forward to that driving trip. Over.
Okay, but we'll be missing you for about 5 or 6 weeks, so I'll keep my heads on that one, and we won't be upset when we don't hear you. We won't think you passed away or something. Over.
Yeah, I think I misspoke. I'm at the end of August, not the end of September. Be gone about a week and a half. Over.
Oh, well, that's different. Yeah, that seemed like an awful long time to get to New Mexico and back. I think you could make better time. You could do better time than that if you walked. Over.
Yeah, I have taken the train there down to L.A. and then from there to Albuquerque on the way to the Midwest. So I still love Amtrak, but they've got dysfunctional issues these days, and I hope they get better. KB6BA.
Oh, really? I didn't know they were having problems. What is it? Is it just lack of maintenance, or is it poor service, or what's the problem with Amtrak?
Part of it is maintenance issues at their workshops in Chicago, and part of it is that they're competing with track space for the freight railroads, which own and operate the tracks that they operate on. Amtrak is supposed to get priority by federal statute, but the railroads had cut a lot of trackage in the last generation, and they're reluctant to show lots of green lights to Amtrak, so that's a contentious issue. But they're still running, and they live a hand-to-mouth existence in terms of getting money from Congress every year to keep running. KB6BA.
Okay, I'm not clear on who they're competing with for the track period, track time.
they run on the trackage owned by the main freight railroads, which don't operate their own passenger trains anymore, except for their maintenance and top officials. So the dispatchers are employed by the railroads to run their freight trains, and they don't always give priority for Amtrak to keep the main line while the freights are supposed to take the siding to let them pass. So that's been an issue for a long time. Over.
I see. So Amtrak is then faced with perhaps several delays along a route to point A to point B?
Yeah, that's correct. They have to wait for slow freight trains to clear the track ahead of them.
Okay. Sounds like we're coming to a point of obsolescence here or something.
Well, the American public still loves taking Amtrak, despite all their problems. It's more of a vacation trip. They don't take them to get from A to B quickly, but they just enjoy the ride and the scenery. So the American public's been patient so far.
Well, maybe they'll light a fire under Congress to get a little better funding so that they got some more influence there. Something has to happen. That I've never used Amtrak, so I have no knowledge of what's going on there. Thanks for the update. KB6BA in the Bay Area, K6MYC, clear with you, Oliver, and we'll look for you throughout the week on other bands. And in the meantime, we'll look for other check-ins. Anybody else left in the Bay Area before we move on? Kilowatt 6 Mike Yankee Charlie Bozo Net.
AB6SR 807.
Okay, did you get that, Judy?
Yes.
Okay, Judy got it. Give me the thumbs up when you get those things.
Busy with.
Well, you got this hand, don't you? Oh, are you still struggling with somebody else? Okay, go ahead, Stan. And I'm assuming you've had your nightly dose of Merlot.
Yes, I had a couple of glasses as usual. Was very good. St. Francis we drink as a table wine and save the Markham for better days. But ever since we came here from Europe, well, from Paris really, I got the habit of having wine in Paris every night with dinners and never stopped it since. So as Jim and as Gary said, it was a nice cool day today. It was just clipped 80 degrees here in Los Gatos. I was out hacking away at the old agapanthus, trying to knock that down to the ground. Now the flower heads have gone. And I watched about 2 or 3 hours of English football. You call it soccer. I never call it soccer because it's played with the feet. But we had a nice day here, and enjoyed the wine tonight. So good evening to both of you there, you and Judy. All the best from Los Gatos here. I'll be on 6 meters tomorrow. K6MYC, AB6SR 807.
Yeah, very good, Stan. Thank you. AB6SR 807. K6MYC, fine on everything there, and okay on your continued habit of wine with dinner since your visit to Paris there. Probably a good habit. We had a kind of a rush dinner tonight. We kind of forgot that it was time for the net coming up in 10 minutes, so but we got a nice dinner. I ate, and Judy didn't eat yet. She's going to eat later. She had her afternoon mixed up a little bit with a nap and a banana at the wrong time, so had no appetite tonight. She'll probably be eating when we get back in the house here. All righty. She says, hi, Stan, and I'm sure she copied you 100%. She's nodding yes. Okay. Very good. Anybody else in the Bay Area before we move on? K6MYC Bozo Net check-ins, 2 meters.
WB6I.
Well, you're not in the Bay Area, but we'll take you, Dennis. Good evening. You need to give us your Bozo number.
Yeah, I'm just waiting on you to settle down. Now until you get up this way, I'll be able to hear you a little bit better. Anyway, W6 on you, so Bozo 86 standing by.
You didn't get your number. You're saying it too quickly, Dennis. Slowly with your big bassy voice that's booming and echoing. Give us your Bozo number again a couple of times, Dennis. I guess she's not up hearing me now, so we'll let it go. Get you when we get up your way, Dennis. Okay, anybody else in the Bay Area? K6MYC? Okay, let's get up to Oakley here. Let's go to Oakley here. Okay, hey, N6RO, N6 Radio Oakley, K6MYC, are you through with dinner yet?
No, I haven't had dinner yet. K6MYC, N6RO, Bozo 835, high temperature 83. Nice day, but I slept through most of it. And the dinner's going to be ahi tuna, of course with Chardonnay, my usual fish wine. And did I get checked in on Thursday? I had a Zoom meeting and I had to leave.
You could have fooled me. I don't know whether you got checked or not. I don't think you did because I never heard you, over.
Well, you acknowledged me when I did cut in about 20 after 8. Yeah, 20 after 8. And he said, stand by, because I was out of turn. And then Dennis and Paul got involved for about 10 minutes talking about propagation and stuff, and I had to leave. So, no problem.
Yeah, well, if I acknowledged you, then I wrote you down, or Judy wrote you in there. I'm sure we got you. Now, I remember that when you did check in late, and I said stand by, and you never came back when I went back to you. But we knew you were there, so I checked you in. I remember telling Judy, go ahead and check in, Ken, because he was here earlier. I remember it now that you recount the issue there, and I remember the Zoom. You had mentioned earlier on a previous night that you were going to have a Zoom meeting, and that was your big band, and you didn't get a chance to show off your best and big band, over.
We got him checked in, Mike.
Yeah, I know we did. Yeah.
Again, when you weren't pointed at me.
Probably not, but yeah, Rob confirms we do have you checked in on Thursday, so you were good, over.
Okay, fine. We had an HF. Thursday night is a regular thing at 8:30. We have a N6RO Zoom to talk about the coming contests and rehashing the previous one. We had a good one this weekend. The NAQP, North American QSO Party, single sideband. We came in number 4. So lots of power line noise and thunderstorm static from the Pacific Northwest. That's all I got for now. We'll see you on a couple of bands tomorrow, N6RO.
Well, you were in the top 10. Who could complain? Normally you're number 1 or number 2, but when you got all that other stuff to put up with, it's still pretty good score, Ken. Congrats. And we'll see you tomorrow on 222 and 6, I'm sure. N6RO, Radio Oakley, K6MYC.
Roger, nighty-night tomorrow.
Nighty-night. Anybody else? Well, I'm pointed this way, K6MYC. Okay, we've got you, N1PPP 336, and I'm sure that 160 also, I heard 160 also. Kent, KA6OSX. Thank you, Dave. Maybe I'll move the antenna and you'll come up a little bit. N1PPP, go ahead. K6MYC, over. Go ahead. it again, Dave. N1 PPP, K6MYC, over.
Yeah, I can hear you on the feed now, but I can't hear you anywhere else. N1 PPP.
Yeah, we got you. You're Q5 here with a lot of flutter, over. You're checked in, Dave. Roger, roger, roger. You're all checked in. Thank you. Okay, I might as well go on up to the Sacramento area and try again for Dennis. WB6ISO, what's the number here?
321.
Okay, this should be awful close, Dennis. WB6ISO, give us your Bozo number again. Judy couldn't copy it the last time to multipathy K6MYC.
Yeah, good evening. Bozo number 8686. I have a real quick question before I do. I think Darren 756. Are you there, Darren?
USL.
Yeah, go ahead. I know you were trying to check in before me, so go ahead, and then I'll get back to Mike. Go ahead, Darren.
Oh, very good. Well, this is Kilo Juliet 6, Kilo Foxtrot Bravo 756, and I'll hand it back to Dennis.
Okay, we got you a good signal tonight. Very strong, very clear, Darren. Thank you.
Thank you, Darren. A very pleasant good evening to you, and good evening to Judy. This is WB6ISO Bozo 8686, and I have a real quick question, if I may. Ben just got in my from work, and I got the other tower up, and the new 6-meter beam, everything's up there. But I forgot the frequency, and when you're checking in on the 6-meter net, can you give me that information?
Sure. 6 meters tomorrow night. Usually the net starts officially with me pointing toward Nevada on 6 meters. We do 222 first, and I swing around and I end up at 222 going toward Nevada, and then we just start there and work backwards from 6 meters. So at 8:15 or so, probably 8:15 to 8:30 will be pointed toward you on 6 meters, and 50.140, 50.140, over.
QSL, I got it at 100%. Mondays between around 8:15, frequency of 50.140, and we got it. And also, I don't know if you got him or not. I know that you did get Dave 336 checked in, but also if you check in Ken, I did talk to him earlier. KA60SX number 160.
Yeah, we got 160 check in also. Thank you. By the way, you can always look on the website. I don't know, you're computer literate. You can dial into bozonets.com, and all the net time and starts and dates and stuff are on there. And also there's a link when you first pull that page up and it comes up on your screen. There's a link to go to YouTube, and that takes you to the live stream, over.
Yeah, very good. Well, you know, I'm getting old. I forget. I was lucky enough to figure out how to get back into the house from the backyard. So what do you expect?
Well, you're having the same trouble we all are. I have to open up my wallet and check what it says in there every morning before I know who I am when I wake up.
Heaven forbid. I like the commercial with Marie Osmond. Getting old sucks.
What is that one?
Marie Osmond, she's on her advertisement from Judy would probably know. I think it's some kind of a weight Nutrisystems or whatever. But anyway, she's on there, and she always says, getting old sucks.
You got that right. My mother used to say, you really got to get tough to get old.
Well, it's not for the faint of heart. That's for damn sure. Thank you, Mike, and very pleasant to Judy. Judy, hello, are you there?
Yes, I am here, and I'm having fun getting old.
Are you having fun getting old? Well, by God, you sure sound good. You know, you ought to take that radio over. You sound better than Mike.
Yeah, probably. We're hanging on for dear life, Dennis.
I don't have time to get old. I got too much to do.
I've had my doctor's appointments and my little episodes, but it's nothing compared to other people. So anytime you really think you're bad off, there's always find somebody a lot better or a lot worse, right?
Yeah, for sure. We're so lucky. I'm very, very lucky. I don't even take any medicine except for my eye drops for the glaucoma, but that's the only medicine I take, so I'm pretty damn healthy, considering I'm 87. Judy's 83 here, so 83 or 84 now, Judy?
83.
Oh, 83! For heaven's sakes, don't let me give you an extra year. Oh, I almost got knocked off my chair, Dennis.
Well, I'll be 81. Yeah, 81 this coming October. And my buddy Bud up here, which is in his 90s, he would say to you, me, and Judy, we all smell like pee-pee.
Oh, I hope not.
No, well, they say we're just too young. Yeah, we still smell like pee-pee. I said, okay.
Yeah, I guess that's what happens here. You smell like pee-pee until you're 3 years old, and then when you're 80 years old, you start to smell the same way as you go older. Oh, boy. You and Biden, huh?
Yeah, we start back over. Yeah, right. Okay, well, I'll get out of the way. I know there's other people out there wanting to get checked in, and you're sounding mighty fine up here. Nice signal. And I'm glad my new antenna system I put up after all the work, it seemed to be working pretty good. I hear this station's out of San Diego. Bozo 61. Just out of curiosity, Bozo 61, where's that person located? You know that offhand?
Yeah, well, he's in Lake Isabella. He's in DMO 5, just east of Bakersfield, over.
Oh, yeah, no, I hear him real fine, everything else. And the other day I actually worked in a station in Pahrump, Nevada.
Yeah, there is a good station over there in Pahrump. We don't get turned over there that often, but he's got a good signal. I think that's, I'm trying to say Bob over there.
Yeah, I think his name was Bob. Anyway, I'll get out of the way and make sure you say hello to the gang over there in the Reno area. I do love this talking to them, so give my very best. And I haven't talked to the gang up in the Redding area neither, but anyway, I know there's other people listening, so I'll get out of the way and let them get with the program. Appreciate the patience, guys. WB6ISO, Bozo.
Comment.
Have a nice evening. Goodbye, Judy.
And I think the Pahrump is KF7UV. Isn't that the call you work? KF7UV, Bob?
I believe it is, yes.
Yeah, he's been active, very active, a long time. I think he checks into the Southern California net, although I can work him very easily from here, but I point due east for him, and that's a direction that I don't go for anybody else, so we seldom get pointed in his direction. But I haven't talked to him for a couple of years, but I'm glad to hear that he's still on and active. Thanks for that, Dennis.
Oh, yeah, he's doing pretty good. And I said here, listen, the other day when check-ins, I hear the guys in Long Beach down there, Knott's Berry Farm area. Yeah, I was pulling those signals in pretty good up here. They're doing a good job.
Yeah, very good. All right, let's see. Darren, you want to take another transmission and pass on anything that's new and exciting at your location there in South Sacramento? KJ6KFB. Go ahead, Darren. K6MYC.
Comment.
Oh, no worries. Carry on. I think KR6MR is at least waiting in the wings.
Yeah, we'll get him in a second. Go ahead, Frank.
Yeah, Mike, this is not for your ears, so don't listen. This is only for Judy. Don't worry about all those comments, Judy. You don't look a day over 63.
Oh, good.
You know how to schmooze, don't you?
Hey, I know who's got the cookies.
Yeah, I know you do. Yeah. Oh, okay, BBS. I know what the BBS stands for, buddy.
Just don't tell her.
Yeah, she knows. All right. Thank you. All right, Darren, very good. You're doing fine, Darren. Big signal tonight, but we'll also stand by. Have you heard anything from Bill? I know he had a little tough time with his mother's funeral last week, and I wonder if he's been back on. Over. Darren, you still there? Oh, Darren's gone already. Well, let's get up and get John then. Let me go a little further here to 3:30. Okay, John, KR6MR. Sorry, we're not holding out on you, but I just haven't gotten there yet. KR6MR, go ahead. K6MYC.
Good evening, Mike and the group. KR6MR, Bozo 759. Nice signal, over.
Yeah, good signal. A little fluttery, but perfectly readable. And have you heard Bill on at all since last Thursday or so?
Yeah, I talked to him this afternoon for a little bit. He wasn't sure if he was going to make the net or not.
Okay, well, has he got some social things going on there at the house or what?
I'm not really sure. He's got some computer issues and some other stuff.
Oh, computer issues, okay. Well, we'll stand by anyway and see if he's there, and then we'll check for the Reading guys and see who was up that way. I'm pointed for Reading. Stand by Reading just a second there. KO6KD, Bill, are you in here tonight? K6MYC. I heard a mic click. Okay. Maybe he's got mic problems, or maybe it wasn't him. Anyway, let's see if we can hear Reading in here. KD6, Sugar Whiskey. KD6, Something Wet. Reading, K6MYC. Good evening, Rich.
Yeah, good evening there, Mike. This is KD6SW, number 145 up here in Reading. Beautiful day today. I think it got up to about 80 degrees. Very pleasant, over.
Oh, 80 degrees. You had the woolies on, didn't you?
Well, yeah, I didn't have to turn the cooler on. In fact, I've got my flannel shirt on right now. You know, it's quite a shock.
Yeah. We woke up this morning, it was about 60 degrees or so this morning, 65 or something. By the time we got out on the patio, it was actually a little bit coolish with short pants on. Hi. Okay, good to hear you. Nice signal at the end here. Let me see if Jerry's in here on a peak. KO6HS, Kilo Oscar 6 Hotel Sugar. Go ahead, Jerry, if you're there. K6MYC.
Yeah, there was a peak. KO6HS230. We're on the air. See if we can ride the tail end of the peak. Over.
Yeah, good copy. Take a transmission. Tell us how your life's going up that way.
Roger. Going really good here. Like Rich said, we had very pleasant weather today. We had some sprinkles last night, yesterday afternoon. We had just a little bit of wind there, some heavier rain on the other side of town. But yeah, we're getting ready for a season change. Over.
Yeah, Roger. Very good, Jerry. Yeah, well, I knew about the sprinkles. Mendocino County and Ukiah were supposed to get rain, so obviously it moved over and gave you a little bit of dribble. So good deal. Looks like a beginning of hopefully a good rainy season for us all here. N7 Whiskey Tango is in there. Larry, if you're copying, we got you. N7 Whiskey Tango 657 on CW. We'll be there in a minute or two. About 2 minutes, Larry. 2 minutes, Larry. N7 Whiskey Tango, K6MYC. We got you. Now, back to you, Jerry, and you can turn it on up to Rich for your finals there. KO6HS, K6MYC.
Just to comment on this, Jerry sprinkles. It was pouring down rain over here on this side of town, and also some hail too for about a good hour and a half. So the weather is changing, but no rain today. 73, KD6. So what?
Oh boy, we could have used some of that pouring rain down here. I got dust, and then some. I got dust on top of dust on top of dust. Rich, over.
Well, our dust has turned to mud. I left my wheelbarrow out yesterday, and it was totally full to the top today when I went out to feed the animals. So, yeah, we had a lot of rain.
All of a sudden, you took a dive on me. I didn't get the final there, but we'll let it go for now. We will look for you tomorrow. We'll look for you tomorrow on 6 meters, and hopefully we'll hear your CW and maybe even a little bit of sideband. Thanks very much, Rich, and good evening to you, Jerry. Good to hear you, as always. I lost a little bit of yours also, Jerry, as the band is up and down here. Not as good as it used to be. This has been a funny summer. I expected better signals, but it's no fault of yours unless you guys, if you had put the kilowatts on, And the 4-bay array at 150 feet, we probably would have heard you just fine. 73 Rich, 73 Jerry, KD6SW, K6MYC, 73.
73, so long, Mike.
Now you're way up again. Okay, bye-bye. Okay, let's see. AJ6, Queen Lima. I wonder if you're there, George, or anybody else. KE6 ILX, anybody? N6RZJ, K6MYC, anybody else?
And Bozo 410, KW6T, Latrobe.
Oh, very good, Russ. Good to hear you, KW6T. You've been a little bit intermittent lately, but it's sure good to hear your booming signal from Latrobe there at 410. How are you doing?
Doing just fine. Just been really busy. Just all over the map up here. Hardly have any time to even stay home lately. So yeah, we got to go to San Francisco tomorrow. We were in San Ramon yesterday, and good grief, where were we? Up in Reno a few days before that. So yeah, I've been pretty busy up here. Not a lot of radio time, but I've got time tonight, so I thought I would just jump in and say hello.
Yeah, very good. Well, is this business travel, or are you just trying to get around and see old friends and relatives before they pass away, or?
I don't know, nothing like any of that. No, heck, we're retired. We're just off having fun.
Oh, cool. Oh, you're having way too much fun by the sound of it.
Well, it's one of those things, you gotta, I had my ex-sister-in-law who kind of became my sister. She got to the point where she waited and waited and waited, and she waited too long to go have fun, and then she wound up, her hip went out, and she couldn't walk, and she had lower back problems, and so, she told me many years ago, says, hey, when you get the opportunity, just go do it while you can, so we're trying to get that done.
That's good. Nice to know that you can do it and also afford it. It's not cheap these days.
No, you got that right. Anyway, okay, Mike. Well, hey, I'll say 73, and we'll hopefully catch you on Wednesday.
Sounds good. Thank you, Russ, and nice to hear you. All right, anybody else before we go to Nevada? K6MYC, Bozo Net.
Alpha Juliet 6, Quebec, Lima.
Okay, Alpha Juliet 6, Quebec, Lima. George, we need to have your Bozo number for Judy, over.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah, it's 1031, and that's for Judy.
Okay, she got it. And what was that?
Thank you.
Yeah, AJ6 Queen Lima, Alpha Juliet 6 Queen Lima. How are you doing up there, my man?
Oh, good, very good. I just had a dinner, I guess, so that's why I'm a little bit late. Just got back into the shack, but no, it's starting to cool down here, so it's probably the same down there in Fresno, right?
Yeah, we had a nice cool day here. We had the air conditioning didn't even get turned on until late in the day. It came up finally near the end of the day, but from my standpoint, I didn't need it. I forced myself to go in the pool, but it wasn't because I was too hot. It's just that I wanted to rinse off all the dust, over.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, our pool is I drained it because the plaster shot, so nobody goes in anymore, so it wasn't worth it. But yeah, sometimes when the weather is really hot, I wish I could go in there, over.
Yeah, well, we've got our pool in pretty good shape, and we're trying to keep it that way. It's a big, nice pool, and I put some money into it this year. I just put $2,000 into a new pump, the filter pump, and earlier in the year we bought a new pool sweep for about $600. So I've got some heavy money in the pool. The bottom's fine. I had it redone about 8 or 10 years ago, and it's fine. The bottom and the sides and all the structural part of the pool are fine. Everything else is good. We may have to put a new filter system in. The filter mesh in the tank is getting a couple of holes in it and leaking a little bit of light fine powder through every now and then, but otherwise it's doing fine and we're enjoying it. The temperatures of the water today was just about the same temperature as the outside, in the 80s somewhere.
Yeah, that's great. And you probably, when you replastered it, you probably took PebbleTech, and that stuff lasts for a long, long time. So then you're good. Ours started throwing algae all the time, so I had to do something, and wasn't worth to invest $30,000 or so into replastering, so I didn't. But yeah, Mike, I don't want to hold you up because you still have Nevada, right? Over.
We do have Nevada. Thank you, George. Great to hear you, as always. Nice booming signal from up your way there this evening. Thank you. AJ6 Queen Lima, K6MYC. Anybody else before we go to Nevada? K6MYC, Bozo Net, 2 meters. Nothing heard. Okay, here we go, Nevada. Okay, here we are in Nevada. And I heard you recently. Let's try and see if you're listening there, Larry. N7 Whiskey Tango, K6MYC.
Yeah, K6MYC. This is November 7 Whiskey Tango, number 657. Good evening. Also, Richard is standing by. Over.
Okay, very good. And I'll let you know how good you're coming in. How good is he coming in, Judy?
Very good.
There you go. She got you perfect over there, Larry. Thank you. We'll get it.
657.
Yeah, 657. Yeah, we'll get it right over to Richard. We did get Richard checked in earlier, but always nice to hear you again, Richard. KD6BQ, K6MYC.
Yeah, good evening, Mike and Judy. K6MYC, KD6BQ, number 249. Over.
Okay, thank you, Richard. Take a transmission. And did you guys get any rain up there?
Negative, no rain up here. We've had some pretty decent days, though. Temperatures in the mid-80s, and right now it's 69 outside. Morning temperatures are in the mid-50s, so that's actually been very nice here this last week or so. Go ahead.
Yeah, Roger. Well, we're getting in the 60s overnight, not below that, but it'll probably get into the 50s one day this week. I think it's scheduled to get into the 50s. But daytime temperatures are going to range anywhere between 89 and 100 through the course of the week. It's going to be up and down all over the place. But real nice today. It was about 82, 83. I probably got to 90 here, but it didn't feel like it.
Yeah, it sounds like that's good that high pressure is moving off, which is good for the temperatures. Maybe not so good for the propagation there. Go ahead.
Yeah, well, Larry's pounding in. You're down for a change. Usually a big signal from you, and Larry's been a little bit flaky, but really good. All righty, let me see if Daniel is in here. Daniel, take a transmission. KE7UQL, K6MYC.
Well, here is 272, KE7UQL, saying good evening to all. Over.
Yeah, go ahead, take a transmission and tell us how you're going up there. And I guess you're coming up on the 24th to climb on a mountain and give us a POTA.
Yes, Roger, soon to be parked on the air. Soon to have that Washoe Lake State Park activated this Saturday on the 24th. Over.
Yeah, Roger, Roger. I guess that's coming up next weekend, so Rob will be... I'm sure Rob has already alerted his friend to that. Over. Rob, are you here?
Roger, yeah, I already mentioned it to him. Over.
Okay, so don't let Daniel do all that work and then not have your buddy work him. Over.
Roger, Roger. I know he really appreciates it, so I'm sure he'll be there. Over.
Okay, very good. What's this call that you're helping out there, Rob?
Kilo Mike 6, Yankee Foxtrot Delta.
Okay, Yankee Foxtrot Delta, Yankee Foxtrot Delta. Okay, KM6 Yankee Foxtrot Delta is who you're going to be working, at least one of him, and then at least nine more others to be legal there, Daniel. Over.
Yes, Roger, I have located him on the POTA application. So we're almost ready to put a activation schedule on the website. Over.
Yeah, boy, you've really dropped down. You're in the noise now. Let me see if I get the blanker turned on. Give me another short transmission. Over. Yeah, you should be clear now. I got the blanker on. I should copy. Go ahead.
Okay, short transmission from KE7UQL. Calling from Delta Mike 09. Over.
Yeah, we got you 100% now. It's just you're way down from normal. Larry's got the big station tonight. Larry's booming in here like he's in the room with us. Kind of an unusual evening. All right, very good. Thank you, Daniel. And, of course, we'll see you tomorrow night on 222. And back over to you, Larry, N7 Whiskey Tango in the group, K6MYC.
Yeah, KMYC, you're down right now, Mike. You're down in signal. However, multiple times you hit S9 plus. S9 plus right now, you're about at 1.5. Well, hopefully you're hearing me. Now, I'll pick up 220 and 7WC.
Roger. Well, solid copy, but right on the edge. 5 and 1, 5 and 1, 5 and 1. Really weak on that one. So the band is all over the place. 7-3. Hopefully we'll hear you tomorrow night on 222. Let's get it back to Richard for a final. KD6BQ, K6MYC. Go ahead, Richard. Roger, coming up again now, but you were in a fade, but we got you all okay. Q5, thank you very much, Richard. 7-3, and we'll see you on 6 meters tomorrow. KD6BQ in the group, K6MYC will be clear.
Roger, you're up on a peak now at 9 plus, so a lot of QSB tonight. That was the problem. Over.
Okay, booming in like you're sitting in the shack with me. Same with you, Larry. Boy, it's just all over the place, isn't it?
Yeah, I've been watching your signal go up and down. You go clear down to the noise and you're at 9 plus. It's pretty amazing there, over.
Yeah, you guys are doubling, but we got most of it from both of you there. 7-3, Larry. We'll see you tomorrow on 222 and hopefully on 6 meters as well, Larry. Good morning, good evening to all of you, and thanks much. And let's see, we should do Porterville, Rob, but I'm going to stop in the Bay Area for late checks and missed, okay?
Hang on a minute. I thought I heard Stan on the back when we were talking to Bakersfield, over.
Okay, Stan. Well, Stan, okay, let's try it. K7SUN, K7 Sierra Uniform November, K7SUN, K7SUN, K6MYC. Are you there, Stan? We had another Stan in the Bay Area, of course.
Yeah, I heard his number 442 when we were talking to Ben.
Really? Well, I'll be darned. Well, we'll log him in. All right, thanks for that. We got him logged in. Okay, let's, you want to go to Porterville, and I'll stop at the Bay Area for just a second here.
Roger.
KE7UQL 73, see you on 222.
What are you doing sitting in my shack here?
I'm waiting for the peaks, over.
Well, you got the peak on that one.
Okay, see you on 222, KE7UQL.
Okay, you going to let me get back on my chair now?
Yeah, get up off the floor.
Hey, you blew me right off the chair. Holy cow. 7-3, Daniel.
7-3, good night.
KE6BK, Eddie, you on tonight for 2 meter Bozo Net? KE6BK, this is KM6SRR with K6MYC, standing by. KE6BK, Eddie, you on tonight? KE6BK, KM6SRR. I'm not hearing Eddie, Mike.
Okay, well, I'll give one last call to the Bay Area, and then we can give one last call for Eddie or anybody else down there. We haven't heard W6PYP in Visalia for a long time. And was it we're trying to check with somebody in Visalia for an old friend of yours?
David Todd.
Yeah, David Todd, yeah. But we have to get a Visalia station on. Judy has an old friend that she thinks is still living in Visalia, or at least he moved there at one point in time. But we're going to see if Bill or Greg knows the guy. See, oh, what a beautiful kitty! I got Abby's in here, and he is just very affectionate tonight, and he's almost getting to be more like a regular cat. He's jumping up and pawing us to tell us he wants to be petted some more. Bay Area, Bozo Net, K6MYC, last call, weak signal, well, not weak signal, late checks or missed, K6MYC. Bay Area is awful quiet. We've been listening for KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie or K6KLY, KD6SOK. A couple of others in there that are missing. Okay, K6MYC, last call, Bay Area. Okay, give Eddie one more call. We'll give it away, Rob.
Roger, roger. KE6BK, Eddie, last call. You on tonight for 2-meter Bozo Net? KE6BK, KM6SR with K6MYC, standing by. We didn't get Rich in there either. KB6RQU, you on tonight for a late check, over. Just crickets, Mike.
Yep, okay. I won't even turn down that way for that because of that. So we'll just leave it like it is. We'll sign. Good evening to you, Aaron. Good evening to you, Frank. I assume we'll see you in the morning sometime, Frank. But your comment, you're gonna go and check a job, but let me know when and if you're either coming or when you're not coming. If you once you get done with that job checkout, that way we can plan our day a little differently if you're not coming, and then improve and so on. Hey, W6BBS, K6MYC.
Yeah, more hours naked in the pool if I'm not there. Good evening to you, Mike, and hey, Rob.
You didn't have to broadcast that to the whole world.
Boy, how do I follow up after that? Go ahead, Frank.
Boy, oh boy, yeah, he let that one out of the bag, didn't he? We have to wait for Frank to leave so we can jump in the pool and skinny dip.
Yeah, that's what I figured. I've heard of those rumors, over.
Well, they're not rumors, but we're not actually advertising, over.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to do, give you the benefit of the doubt. Go ahead, Frank.
If you would like, I'm putting together a slightly different way of doing things, but anyways, I'm working on putting another tower-built rack for solar panels, and I've got some little brackets that I decided to take a chance and try that were on eBay and not very expensive, and I rather like them, and you might want to look at this stuff as some discounted hardware and some ideas of how you are actually going to do your mounting. So I have to be here on Friday. If you'd like to come up Friday morning for a few minutes, take a look, that might be a good thing, over.
Okay, roger on that. I think I've got some, I got the tree trimmers coming up Friday morning, next Friday at 8 o'clock, over.
Okay, roger that. Well, it doesn't have to be then. It was just an idea, and I knew Friday was kind of your day to do stuff like that, so I just thought I'd bring it up. It's not like we don't have some time.
Roger. He might be in and out pretty quick, so I can give you a call if I'm going to be able to make it a little later on, over.
Roger that. W6BBS, back to net.
Okay, and you can take your little eBay brackets and shove them where the light doesn't shine, Frank.
Why? You got better brackets?
I'm kidding.
Here, I'm trying to help your buddy out, your assistant net control and all that. I'm trying to help the guy out. What do I get insult? You see what I got to put up with, Judy?
Gee, boy, do I know.
Here you go.
Yeah, well, that's a good one, Judy. Okay, Frank, thanks for the information. I looked for that pipe on Craigslist, and it was from Fallon, Nevada, so that was out, over.
Oh, okay. I hadn't seen one in Fallon. Okay, very good. Well, that stuff comes and goes. All right, very good. Good night to you, Rob, and good night to Mikey and Judy. W6BBS signing.
Yeah, good night, Frank. And over to you, Aaron, if you have anything. K6MYC for a final.
Yeah, Mike, I just wanted to let you know I already shared this information with Frank via text message. I am going to be out of town all next week for a conference for work, and so I will get everything set up for Frank on Thursday, and then he'll be running the streams next week.
You mean you're going to put me in the hands of novices?
Well, he's been trained a couple times.
Oh, Jesus. If a couple of days between training sessions, you got to do it again, you know.
Still doesn't do any good.
Oh, we're on a roll tonight. All right. Thank you for that update, Aaron. Have a good time. We're going to see you some nets this week, though, aren't we?
Yeah, I'll be here all this week. I drive to Las Vegas on Sunday, and then I'll be back late Thursday.
Yeah, QSL. I think you mentioned that schedule before. Thanks much. Have a good day tomorrow. We'll see you all tomorrow night on 222 or 6 meters or something. K6MYC going in the house and getting Judy something to eat here.
Alrighty, sounds good. Good night, everybody. K6USY.
Bye-bye.
Good night, Aaron. K6USY, KM6SR, 73.
Time to go take a walk, and it's 82 degrees outside. That's going to be nice. Alrighty, catch you guys later. K6USY.
You got 37, Rob?
Okay, let me see here. I think I only got 35.
You don't have enough toes.
Yep, I started using pencils and stuff, but I ran out.
Were you were at the beginning? You did get LOL at the beginning, right?
Oh, no, I didn't get LOL. I started out with Aaron and Brittany and John, K6MI.
Okay, well, LOL was in earlier, before the net started, and I worked him, and I went and had dinner.
Okay, all right. Well, that's a little better. That's 36.
Yeah, and we've got, and I'm sure you've got John 711.
Oh, yeah, John, Aaron, Brittany, K6VBG, and Daryl, Frank, Ben, Stan, Pat, Larry.
I think we're okay. We either have a dupe or something halfway through. We got 160 and 336 also, Kent and Dave up there in Clear Lake.
Roger, yep, I got them. And then the two Reading guys got them too.
Okay, she counted again. We got 38. Are you still at 36?
Yeah, 36.
We're going to read you the second 18 numbers, the last 18 numbers, and see if you got any of those, okay? Here's Judy.
Okay, I've got 1090, 900, 807, 86, over.
Roger, go ahead.
835, 336, 160, 145, 756, 759, 230, 657, 410, 1031, 249, 272, 442, and Mike at 47, over.
Okay, you read off 272 to me. I think he was in early on. Do you have him doubled?
No. I'll read you my first line if you like.
Okay, go ahead.
Start with 856-711-1079, 1100, 971, 72, 247, 432, 982, 58, that's 58, 1146, 1055, 107, 618, 610, 884, 773, 1129, and 285.
Okay, Roger. I think I have all those, so I guess it's just what it is. Over.
It be what it is. You have a good night, and we'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye.
Thank you, Judy. Okay, Mike, K6NYC, KM6SR, 73.
73, Rob.